Hello Cancer, hello and welcome into your general tarot card reading for March of 2019. Cancer, this is a general tarot card reading, so take out of it what you will. I'm going to read those cards intuitively. So, Cancer, what do we have here? We have a Knight of Wands, we have a Nine of Wands, we have a Seven of Swords, we have a Judgment, we have a Six of Cups, we have an Eight of Cups, we have Eight of Swords, we have a Page of Pentacles, and then we have a Ten of Wands, and this is a card saying what to focus on. And then we have this rune, it's called Tyr. He's representing the warrior energy, he's the god of the war, and he's speaking about our ego and how our ego is limiting us. And because you have, and I'm going to jump right towards the end of this reading, so towards the what to focus on and additional commentary, because additional commentary and what to focus on, they're almost like denoting entirety, the entirety of the message and the reading for you, Cancer. Ten of Wands is indicating you might be feeling overburdened, and you might be feeling overburdened because you might have taken too much on. You might not see the root from the trees over here. So because of that, there's a lack of focus. There might be too many things happening. There might be this period of, in this month, of you wanting to tackle and take on too many things. And too many things might be coming your way because you have a Knight of Wands and you have a Knight of Wands and you have a Nine of Wands. So indication over here is to realize what is the most important, and that might be to do with your work, that might be to do with your relationship, but also in life in general. And it's almost about asking yourself what is worth prioritizing, what you really would like to have, and what is nice to have. And that's what comes with those Ten of Wands over here. So what would need to be addressed this month is the overburden, is overcommitment, and sometimes being not able to share. So for some of you, you would have to address some kind of selfishness coming to the play as well. And because you're taking too much on, the overall message is you are not allowing the change and new beginnings come to your way. And this might be to do with, because the additional commentary is speaking about this warrior energy, is talking about sometimes that our ego is limiting us, and in order to overcome our own ego, we have to change what we focus on, and that's what is coming through. And also the rune is talking about the patience, so it's also indication of don't try to fix everything in one go. So what do we have here? We have a Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, your month starts with the Knight of Wands over here. A Knight of Wands, they're indicating, the Knights in general, they're indicating some kind of movement. They're indicating development. They are indicating as well news. So there might be some very good news coming your way, but also for some of you, this is going to be indication of some kind of departure, absence, change of residence, sometimes change of decisions, and I would say something that's, I would say, unpredictability. And whatever this news is going to bring you, you have this kind of Nine of Wands over here. And Nine of Wands is indicating you might be suspicious of the situation. There might be some kind of suspension of delays coming your way. but also might be representing some kind of resilience over here. But resilience to the extent of you not trusting, that there's a lack of trust over here, and might be representing lack of trust or lack of belief, because for one, there might be some issues with your own security, the way how you might have this feeling that you have to fight and fend for something, but also the hardship and struggles in the past might have built that resilience of you within you, and that's kind of strength of character. However, you don't this might be not always serving you, because if you're going to deploy this kind of attitude or way of thinking, you might be perceiving things always as an issue. You might be perceiving things as a potentially something that is here to harm you, and like an issue, like things you will have that innate need to protect yourself and your own affairs, and because of that you have Seven of Swords, so you might be wanting to escape the situation. You don't really want to address the situation, but I don't really think you will be allowed not to, because you have a judgment. Whatever is happening, you would have to face it, because judgment is representing this basically is representing the judgment, is representing that you will be called upon, is representing there is no escape from it. It's representing actually what I would say, this new opening, and it's talking about the choices, and it's talking about requirement of choices that have to be made. And I think you don't really would like to do it. You don't really want to. It's almost like you want to bury your head in the sand over here, because you have those six of you have a six of cups, you have those 8 of cups, and you have an 8 of swords. So you might have tendency to go back in the past. You might have a tendency to reminiscing in what used to be, and then come to the conclusion, okay, that is not the best way forward. I have to find my way out of the situation. That is 8 of Cups, and 8 of Swords is talking about, okay, but I don't know how to do it, because I feel trapped by others people. I feel trapped by expectations that you might have put up on yourself, or expectations that are made by others. But what the 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups is telling you, it's all about your perception. It's all about how you choose to see those things. That's what is coming through. So you might don't want to see things for what they truly are. And because of that, you might have that crisis, you might have that conflict, you might feel kind of trapped and hurt, and you might feel restricted. But equally, if you're going to overcome this fear, because this is something to do with what has happened in the past. And whatever has happened in the past is creating this feeling of this going to happen again. So you're almost like you preparing yourself for something that not yet has happened. And because you are going to the cycle, you kind of vibrating with that fear. This is bringing the karma back. So this is all about changing your perspective, changing your attitude, because if you're going to approach certain things with understanding, they're going to go well, they're not going to go well, things are going to go tits up, things are going to be you have to find it's almost like you don't want to face it, and you're going to escape the situation, you want to run away from it, you want to just take off. Try to imagine what's happening when you escape, when you try to run away from the dog. He's chasing you, and whatever you're going to do here is going to chase you back. So this is not the best way forward, what they say. You have to kind of take it on board, look at it, face it, and the Page of Pentacles is telling you can do it. You have everything within your disposal to overcome overcome that situation. So whatever you feel, because the Eight of Swords is talking about feelings of restriction. This is not necessarily the case. And with the both 7 and 8 of Swords over here, there is this feeling of betrayal and confusion and the lack of clarity. And the lack of clarity is an 8 of Cups. So whatever is happening here, it's where you put in your trust. If you're wanting other people to save you, if you want other people to protect you from what have you, this is about you taking the control. You have to be in control. You have to be the one who is making all those decisions. If you're going to allow to your life being controlled and being managed by others, no wonder you feel how you feel. And that is the overall message over here, Cancer, for you. And this is a very profound message. So what they're trying to tell you, take the control. Be able to overcome your inhibitions, overcome your fears, overcome your way of thinking, because that is the only way how you can achieve what you want. And the only thing you can achieve what you want is focus on yourself and focus on what is it that you want yourself. And that is the overall message, that is the overall reading for you, Cancer, for the March. So stay tuned and bye for now. If this reading has resonated with you, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to go to my website www.tarotwithmishka.co.uk, or alternatively you can email me at mishka@tarotwithmishka.co.uk. If you would like to find me on Facebook, just simply type in Tarot with Mishka. I would like to say a massive thank you for tuning in, and bye for now.